All right, so let's get into some music. So
should we say the best for last?
Sure.
All right, cool. Action Bronson.
All right, only for Dolphins.
Only for Dolphins. And that's not to say the album wasn't good. Action Bronson is that nigga. Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
I love Bronzino.
You finished the whole thing?
I didn't. Oh shit. I barely. No. It's too many. It was too many albums. I was flip hopping between all of them.
So I'm not gonna hold you. I was washing my hair when I was listening to this, and
I feel like that's a good time to listen.
It was.
Yeah. I feel like
it was. I mean, the songs that I've already heard, I liked. Latin Grammys, Goldeneye.
Yeah.
They're already pretty fire. Honestly, the production is great. It sounds great, and it just, it kind of lends itself to his rapping style. And there's nothing I can really say about it that, if you're an Action Bronson fan, I think you would definitely dig it. I'm trying to think of what songs that, besides the ones I already named. The first song, what's it, Capoeira?
Yeah, that's that fighting style, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just pretty hard. All the songs are pretty hard, to be honest. Like that one, I like that one a lot. Sergio, I like a lot, and Cliffhanger, I like a lot. So I'm not even gonna, honestly, like I said, I don't even really have a good rating. I just was so much music and so little time. I was trying to just get in, but it is a pretty good album. It's a very chilled album. I wouldn't recommend working out to it, but if you probably somewhere just riding around or cleaning the house or some shit like that, I think you'll dig it.
Yeah, I don't think Action Bronson gets enough credit for the way he names things.
Very unique.
Yeah, he's like the master. I'm not talking about just the title. I mean, like even the track names.
Yeah,
he don't get enough credit for that. He's really creative with the stuff. Yeah,
I think it's very, it's him. It's very much him. It's his lane, his pocket. I like reviewing people like Action Bronson. 'Cause I don't have to think about bangers, or I mean, not that he doesn't have bangers, but just how it's gonna appeal to like a mass audience.
Yeah, and it's quality. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he doesn't. It's not like he don't drop that much music.
Yeah,
but every time he do, it is quality.
Yeah, so he had a bar on there talking about being on Irishman, and I forgot. Oh, yeah, he was on Irishman.
He was.
Yeah.
He should act more.
He ain't bad.
Seeing him in an Irishman was kind of like the biggest surprise of the movie, low key. If you knew who he was.
Yeah. No, he was good. He did his thing. It was a good movie.
How do you think Martin Scorsese ran that by? How do you think I wonder how he got that.
He probably was like, "Yo, Robert,
I'll make you a sandwich. I'll make you a sandwich if you let me in the movie.
Yo, just let me in." He's like, "All right, one scene." He's like, "All right, yeah, that's cool." But nah, yeah, man, great, great chill album, and especially with everything that's going on right now, just something I could listen to and just zone out. I don't really feel like, like it's a preachy album or nothing like that. It's just something that's just something to vibe to. So
yeah,
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not gonna rate it just because I listened to it when I was washing my hair, and I was like, "Damn, this is pretty good." And I didn't really even know like all the songs that were playing. I just
so you couldn't like
I couldn't see the track list. So but I remember a few of them.
Well, shout out to Bronzino, man.
Yeah. So
quality.
And so let's move on to you said you didn't finish Village?
No, I made it track 8, so I can give it a review.
All right, so I finished it just as we kind of started setting up here today. So Spilligion by Spillage Village, consisting of Earth Gang, JID, and some other people. And you said it was too positive.
It is.
Expound.
I want bangers.
You want toxicity in your
absolutely.
Your
I need at least one. Give me at least 2 toxic songs. Don't make me feel like I'm in like a hip hop church.
Well, that's what it is.
That's literally what it is.
That's what you get.
I was sitting here like I was driving. I'm like I can't listen to this album when I'm driving. I can't listen to the. I could probably listen to it at home, but I gotta be extremely high. Because literally the whole album is about them smoking weed and being happy. That's the whole album. That's what
not for
you.
And
bars.
Not for you, huh?
I mean, it's a good album. It's just, it's too damn positive. It's smoking. It's bars, and there's a lot of bars, man. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas can rap.
Well, I mean,
that's the one. Hey, if there's anything I took from the album, they can rap.
Yeah. Any songs that stood out to you that you?
Well, I only made it through 8, so we'll see. Let me. Baptized, definitely. Baptized is good. Where's this album at? Damn.
Who's this? Who's the Mariba chick? She's fire. Is that how you say her name?
Ariba.
The couple songs with there was a female in there like rapping / singing.
Oh yes, I don't know.
On
man.
Psalm Sing was a good song.
Yeah, Psalm Sing was good. Mecca, I liked Mecca. I thought Judas was gonna be a banger. Boy, was I let down.
You didn't like Judas?
No, Judas was good.
Oh,
it just wasn't a banger.
Oh,
I mean, look at it, bro. It's called Judas. JID, Chance the Rappers, Ari Lennox, Buddy.
No, I get it. No,
I was like, bro, this sounds like a banger.
Well, you think maybe it's too many people on there?
No. That's ideal. They could have had Ari Lennox do like the little sing shit at the end, but it had the rest of the song just hard as hell. Man.
Well, just as Judas betrayed Jesus, you were betrayed with your expectations.
I was. But don't get me wrong. This is a good album. Make no mistake. I'm not shitting on this album in any way. It's actually a really good album.
It's too positive.
It's just too positive. It's so positive that it kind of annoyed me. And also it's like I said, like I told y'all before we started. I like hearing JID on bangers.
So this wasn't the best ensemble of music for him to really exercise his gifts.
Just give me one, man.
No, I get it.
But the production was A1. I will say that.
Well, I get you, and I do kind of agree with that. The JID point. I don't think the production really gave him that runway to really take off.
Yeah, and the thing is that he can spit over anything. Like he takes off a lot. So the fact that they didn't give him like that platform just to who is Spillage Village anyway? Okay. Okay. That's cool too. Man, that nigga J. Cole be signing everybody. Hey, you got bars? Come to Dreamville.
You text me that album name, and I just was like, I don't know who the fuck this is. But then I saw some niggas I knew. I thought, Earth Gang.
Yeah.
I know him. JID, I know him. Ari, I know her. And I was just like, all right, well, I can.
J. Cole be signing all the earthy niggas.
That's the thing.
These niggas, he was signing niggas who like walk barefoot on the ground.
Listen, you gotta go where you want it. That's why Wale never worked in MMG really.
That's a good point.
So you gotta go where you can grow.
That was pretty
good. And
Stolly. He dropped something this weekend too. You know that? Oh my god,
I didn't know that.
But there you go. Now you know.
Rick Ross tried one of them earthy niggas, and I like Stolly too. Let me not say that like I'm disrespecting him. I love Stolly.
Oh no,
it just that shoe didn't really fit. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh no, much love to Dreamville. They got some lyrical miracles over there.
So
they're just all earthy as fuck.
But I think that's his bag though, because it's like if not there, then where? Not that there's no other like earthy artists, type,
right?
But if you have a hub for it, then why not?
It works for them.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, so yeah, my review 8 tracks in so far. I give it about a 8. It's just positive as fuck.
Well, I like it.
I liked Ocean too. Ocean.
Okay,
yeah, I like that too. Did I say Ocean?
Ocean. Hey, easy killer. Easy. Nah, man. It's for me. I finished it just as we started to set up in here, and it's chill, man. Like I said, kind of for you, I don't have an issue with it being positive, but I just kind of saw that was kind of gonna be the the lane that they was in. So some of the beats were kind of a little somber for me. They're, you know, just I kind of maybe would like some variety between maybe some more energetic versus more somber. But I think, like you said, it kind of just really caters to that mood of like if you smoking somewhere or if you just chilling somewhere and you just kind of want something that's kind of laid back. So in that regard, I fucks with it. Psalm Sing, like I said, I like that song a lot. Baptized is good. Judas I like. Cupid I liked a lot with Black and Lucky Day. It was really good.
I didn't make it to that, but I know that song go hard.
Yeah, well that's 8, so you probably like right there.
Yeah.
And then Shiva is pretty good. So again, not rating it because I just kind of listened to it. But first listen, it's a good listen. If you're in a smoking mood, this would probably be for you.
Oh yeah.
If you
this is the
are
album.
Folding some clothes or some shit, doing laundry. I'm just saying this is
This is the doing laundry album. Yeah, it might be actually.
It might be. You know what I'm saying?
That Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
It's literally hip hop, bro. The intro was a hip hop church.
before you go to real church, this is for you. this could be for you.
I like hearing Country Black's voice, man. When they had him talking at their, I like that.
Which one?
That was the first intro.
Oh, with Desi and Country Wayne.
Country Wayne.
Yeah.
Shit, I say Country Black.
Yeah, he said
Country Wayne. I'm sorry.
I think he said Country Boys. I was thinking like, okay,
Nah.
yeah,
Country Wayne. I like
Yeah.
hearing his voice, man.
Yeah,
That was nice.
He's pretty funny. I like him. I follow his social media. Desi's a little much for me. I like some of his skits. Some of his skits are creative though, but I like Country Wayne.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, pretty decent project. So again, we got a lot of shit, so that we can go ahead and move to.
Wait, you didn't rate it?
I'm not rating none of them.
Oh, what the fuck?
I just said that.
I rated it, and I didn't even finish it.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. All right.
All right. Dom Kennedy.
Rap and
Roll.
I actually like that track. I like the title.
Yes, and Mr. Dom Kennedy. I like the album cover with the classic little chair. Anybody who's black knows this chair. The Malcolm X picture to the right, him and Nip to the left, and I like it, man. To be honest with you, this is probably my favorite project since Get Home Safely.
It's a return to form. It's a return to form.
It feels like this is like that Dom a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
we're almost back to Yellow Album Dom.
Yeah. So it really was just kind of refreshing, man. Like I've liked some of the stuff he's come out with since then. Obviously the stuff with him and Hit Boy, $500,000 shit. Los Angeles Not For Sale. It was cool, but it was just always cool. Like I didn't like love it, but it was just always like cool. Like this,
I agree with that.
I really like. So going into the project, the production is pretty good, very good actually. Even some of his offbeat rapping is kind of cool. It's not a lot though. It's like very subtle, but so let me get into some of my favorite projects or songs. Excuse me. TYM is good. For the Little Homies is good. I like St. Ermias.
Yeah,
It's kind of not a big nod to Nip, but he does mention Nip on there. Bootleg Cable's hard.
Bootleg Cable was hard. I agree.
What's the last one? Him and Casey Veggies. It's pretty good.
Life.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. I like that. So yeah, man, it feels like old Dom. It just feels like, you know, and I hate saying that because I know artists evolve and they're different, but just something about his projects in the last few years that just I always felt like there was just something left to be desired. But this one, like, I really, really like a lot. Way more than honestly, way more than the Hit Boy, the one him and Hit Boy just put out.
Oh yeah,
so,
me too.
You know, and I thought that was pretty good, but this is really good. So, excuse me. If you are a Dom Kennedy fan and you are in that same boat, hey man, Yellow Album, Get Home Safely, from West Side with Love type of vibe. This is kind of reminiscent of some of that. So, yeah, man. How far did you get?
I made it to bootleg cable.
Oh, so you? Okay.
I'm pretty deep.
Okay. What you think about it?
It's good, man. I enjoy what I heard so far. I'm a huge Dom Kennedy fan, but I will admit that, like you said, lately he's been dropping cool. They've been cool. They've been decent, but definitely needed something different, needed something better. So hearing this was kind of a relief to me, to be honest. And, I love Yellow. I consider Yellow Album a classic album. I'm not going to lie.
Agreed.
I think it's probably one of the best albums I've ever heard. So, it's a timeless album. So my expectations for Dom, every time he drops, even though that album came out in 2012 or 2011, every time he drops, I have really high expectations for him.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to this album, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't even know he was dropping. He just kind of just dropped it on us.
No, I follow him on social media, so he.
Oh, so you knew it was coming.
Yeah, he had a listening party at Power 106 on Wednesday, but I didn't want to listen to any of it until it came out. But he had announced it like the past couple weeks that he was dropping it. So
okay, I didn't know that.
Well, but honestly, to me, that's like the only way I really know if people are dropping music, because obviously this didn't show up on like the front screen.
Yeah, no.
So
it was one of those if you know type things.
So that's what kind of really made me start following people on Instagram or social media. It's like that's the only way I'll know if they have new music coming out. And then I still don't know sometimes.
Public Enemy dropped the whole album. Nobody even knows. I actually heard it was good too.
That's kind of tragic, man. That's kind of disappointing, man. For somebody as
a group as iconic as the Public Enemy. And that is crazy, ain't it?
But that just shows you the music business. They don't, they're not profitable. So it's like, why would people know, really?
If it's not on the front page of that streaming site,
unless
people ain't gonna click it.
You're a hardcore, exactly.
Did people put Tory Lanez shit on the front page? When you logged into Spotify, did you see it? Oh.
But I think that's because he's independent now. Because a lot of times I think those labels will nudge the streaming services and say put them up there. So I looked at it more to that. Because this is his project under his own label, so
right. But anyway, so yeah, good project. It was good to hear Casey Veggies again. That was kind of refreshing.
I'm hoping he gets a turnaround too, man. I follow him on social media, and I saw he was in the studio with Mike and Keys, who was a big part of his Life Changes production. So.
Nico G4 don't do anything unless Dom Kennedy's in there.
Only way I listen to him.
That's definitely his best friend.
Hey, he got a song Dom on there with him. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
So it's a good album. Let me see. Favorite track so far: Six Ave. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like Tom or TYM. For the Little Homies. Sirens was cool. I like Sirens. Saint Hermes, well, you know what I'm saying. Saint Hermes. And I stopped on bootleg cable, so I'll say bootleg cable. Oh, and I heard Life, obviously, because that was actually the first song I listened to because I saw Casey Veggies and Dom. Yeah. And they don't miss, so
they don't.
Yeah, that was it. I can't give a review because I didn't finish it, even though I gave a review of the Spillage album. Yep, definitely contradicted myself.
Listen, man, you can give a review.
Hey, I give myself double standards.
Listen, man. They say that. I don't feel like it is a reason to not give a review. I don't feel like it. So, okay.
Make your own score up.
Exactly. You rate it, nigga. Nah, but yeah, great project from Dom. I'm pleasantly surprised with it, and definitely will be tapping back into it once we leave.
Damn, too many fucking albums. We didn't even get to all of them. Did you see MGK? Never mind. Too many albums.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just a.
This was a week.
Yeah, a lot of music. So I know you say you didn't listen to it, but I listened to ASAP
Fergenstein.
Floor Seats 2. Fergenstein, who was kicked out of ASAP, but then told him like, nah, I'm not kicked out.
You're kicked out.
You kicked out.
You're Bari.
So he let himself back in the group and put out Floor Seats 2, which is a follow-up to Floor Seats. Obviously, from the title name, you could kind of tell that. So this is a great album for working out to, because I listen to it in the gym. And it's very much Ferg, high energy. And, you know, for me, I liked it, man. Ain't too much I can really say about it. No Ceilings hits different a little for me, just kind of hearing it in sequence.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that song now.
Wait, like, is it like the No Ceilings from the mixtape?
The one that just came out with him and Wayne. The one
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I thought he dropped like a single.
They did.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it before, but I don't think I heard it.
Yeah, so
too much.
I heard the single, and it's weird, like just hearing songs by themselves, and then hearing them like in sequence. It's a great song. This shit is hard, man.
What about the Tyga feature? I heard Tyga ripped it. Yo, that's the one thing I hear. Everybody's like, yo, Tyga.
I usually hate when motherfuckers just be naming songs after people. But Dennis Rodman is hard, bro.
Yeah, that's the one thing I kept hearing about was that damn Tyga feature, man.
Listen, man, if I'm gonna say this, man, people love to clown niggas when they down, but when niggas is up and they can make some good music or make some good features, I'm gonna give them they do. Tyga is great on projects. If anyone,
he's a great feature.
You know, I really think that, you know, he doesn't really. I don't know where he stands at in the eye of the masses, or the eye of the people who you know listen to the music. But you know, he killed this shit, man.
People be sleeping on Tyga, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
People really sleep.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. So I feel like, yeah, man, his feature was hard.
So I should get the album, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mulatto's feature was hard. He got a song with Antha Panther. I've never heard of her, but she killed that shit. But yeah, she killed that shit, man. Movie Hips came out earlier, so I heard that with Nicki and
they did Made in Tokyo dirty. Why they didn't get that nigga a verse?
Oh well.
I don't know why they kept that man on the hook.
Disrespect.
That was disrespect, because he definitely could have did his thing on that song.
Yeah, honestly, the only song I didn't like was the one with him and I don't know why he calls him. Oh, he calls him Puff Daddy, but the song with him and Diddy, I didn't really care for it at the end, but. So yeah, man. So I guess let me reiterate some of my standouts. Dennis Rodman, I really like. No Ceilings, I really like. Mask, I really like. And I think that's it. No, Aussie Freaks, I like, with Fabio Foreign and 1-4.
Okay.
So,
what would you rate it?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, man? Nah, man. It's a good project, man. It's a good, like I said. I'm trying to put people in a space where I think they would enjoy it. So if you're working out, I think you would like it. I don't think Ferg ever disappoints with like just high energy music.
Nah, that's his lane.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if he keeps tapping into something, like I know he does it a little bit. He did it with No Ceilings to kind of like tapping into some of that drill sound. I think he sounds good on it.
He might make a new lane for himself.
I think if he taps into it here and there, you know, I think he sounds good on it. So, but yeah, man, it's a pretty good project, man. Like that's honestly, that is kind of one of the things I did like about, even though there's a lot of music that dropped this week. Action Bronson was different from Spillion, excuse me.
Yeah.
Spillion was different from Rap and Roll. Rap and Roll was different from Floor Seats 2.
Yeah. So I'm getting a lot of diverse projects.
So I'm getting different energy from, you know.
That's true.
So I do appreciate that. And I know you say you didn't listen to it. So, all right. So without further ado, we will get into it. Mr. Trap Soul, the Deluxe.
Man, you're the king of the curveballs.
Come on, man. You know, the boy. Nah.
Hey,
so.
Nah, fuck that. Let's kill him. Let's get him.
I don't know what your middle name is, Mr. Tiller.
How dare you?
But you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man.
Yo, how dare Bryson Tiller?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man.
This nigga.
You got Tory Lanez on the ropes.
You know what's crazy? That nigga dropped a single 3 weeks ago.
The one I told you, he dropped the single where the first minute was a sample. This nigga rapped for he's saying for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I went back and listened to it. You were right.
Yeah.
You were right.
He finessed you with that one, and then he said, "Oh, wait a minute, you're gonna love this.
I got something special for you guys.
I'm gonna give you Trap Soul Deluxe
with all the leaked songs,
with all the songs y'all already heard before."
Bryson Tiller, bro, that was fucked up.
Man, go to hell, man.
That made me so mad when I saw that. I was like, Trap Soul Deluxe.
Now, I did listen to it because I love Trap Soul, but shame on you, man. Shame on
Absolutely,
you.
Man.
Shame on you, man.
He should feel ashamed of himself.
Listen, man, you got Tory on the ropes right here, and you had a chance to really make a move. And
honestly, if he would have did that, he would have got launched into another stratosphere. This was the weekend.
Bryson comes out with a surprise album on the heels of Tory. Like, come on, man. They'd be like, yo, don't stream Tory, stream Bryson.
Oh yeah, Twitter would have had a frenzy.
But of course, he fumbles the rock. But Trap Soul is still a great album, but the shit's old, nigga. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, man. Who you think you are?
Oh, shame on you, man.
Did you like any of the deluxe tracks? Wait.
Yes, when I heard them.
Well, yeah, we heard them 5 years ago, though.
They were great.
I guess it was nice hearing them on the streaming service, I guess.
Now I don't have to go to YouTube. Now I can, it's...
God damn.
Man.
How dare this nigga.
How's YouTube Premium working out for you? You still fucking with it?
I still got it.
Oh, great.
Bro, I'm keeping that for the rest of my life.
There we go.
If y'all don't know, get YouTube Premium. It'll change your life. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
It will change your life.
All right. No more curveballs. All right. So, Friday evening, Tory Lanez got on social media announcing that he was going to be, he didn't say specifically music, but he said I'm sorry to my fans. I've been silent for so long, but now
I got time.
Yeah, but now I have time.
I ain't gonna lie, that was low key kind of hard.
9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which in my brain, I thought it would have been a song, so I wasn't surprised when I saw that there was music, but then I saw it was an entire album. So
yeah,
Tory Lanez dropped Daystar, and I did get a little bit of clarification on the release date. This is the number one. It's his mom's birthday. That date that he released it, I guess, which would have been Friday, and the day that she passed away. So,
who passed away?
His mom.
Oh wow.
Because all right. So the conversation was, hey, how can you release this in lieu of Breonna Taylor's announcement that
right
blah blah blah. So the date corresponded with his mother, the anniversary of his mother's passing, which was also her birthday.
Wow.
So that's what it was. That's what I got. So
take that, Twitter bitches.
So I got understanding. So I got some clarity from that. So because I'm not gonna lie, I did have some reservations about that because people have decided to not put out music in lieu of stuff. When Pop Smoke died, people was like not gonna release music, or what I'm saying?
They gave him that weekend.
So it's like people have had the notion of saying, hey, this is probably not a good time to drop music. When Nipsey died, hey,
right.
I'm not gonna put music out.
Right.
So from that aspect, I could see people having an issue with that because it's not like people haven't done it before for similar reasons. Hey, somebody just died, or so that was part of that. But so now we get into the music, and you heard the whole thing, yes?
Yes.
All right, so
I'm kind of gonna dive into the controversy a bit when I talk to.
All right, I'm just gonna talk about the music.
Oh, you want to circle back around
and then we
talk
can
about the controversies?
We can talk about the music, and then we can get into the actual.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
Situation.
Cool.
All right,
that's cool.
So the music itself, Tory Lanez, 17 songs, and I'm gonna be honest, the songs sound good. The songs sound great.
Yep.
He makes
great music.
He makes good music, and can't deny his talent. So from a musical standpoint, it's a great album. He has a lot of course, rapping, singing. He does respond to some people, some of his critics, some of the people who've spoken about him. He does, of course, I'm not going to say give his side, but he does respond to the allegations from Meg's side more so than anything, and so he did have a chance to state his case, and I do personally, I just don't understand why he didn't just do that to begin with. But we're here. He got music, so whatever. But the music itself sounds great. Not gonna deny it. Not gonna deny it at all. And I just listened to it to see what I can get in terms of like because he said I have time, so I figured he was gonna tell as much as he could his perspective of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But of course he kind of led with like hey, it's still an open case, which fine. I personally, that's where I'm at anyway. Like, I don't give a shit about none of this until it goes to court.
Yeah,
because that's when we're gonna find out.
Same here.
That's when we're gonna find out the truth. So
I'm on the same.
You can stand on whatever side of the fence you stand on. If you with Meg, cool. If you with Tory, that's cool too. When it go to court, we're gonna find all this shit out.
Yep, I'm neutral. So,
but yeah, from a music standpoint, it's a great album, man. I can't even hold you. So, what did you think about it?
As far as lyrics go, I think it's his best project lyrically. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any complaints about it. I like the fact that he took the lyrical route too. He might have had like maybe 2 bangers, if you can call them that.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that he took the rapping route, because I like Tory when he raps. To be honest, he's a really really good rapper. Listen, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
When him and Jordan went at it, and they had their little quote unquote beef.
Yeah.
And I like I said, his talent is undeniable. So I didn't expect anything less than like, great lyrics. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah, but that's just, like you said, his lyrically,
Yeah, I think it's his best album, easily.
So
I mean, I'm not saying it's better than the Chicks Tape series or nothing, or it might be, honestly. I don't know. It's a good album. Say what you want about it, man. It's a good album. But like you said, he didn't like expose much of the story the same way Meg didn't expose much of the story. I think they're both kind of playing it to where they're waiting for it to hit court. So, which is kind of what I expected. I didn't expect them to sit there and explain the entire situation. So, he dissed a lot of people too, but we'll get into that also. But overall, great album. Did you say your favorite tracks, or? I like the whole thing.
I just listened to it, to be honest. I didn't.
You didn't really pay attention?
Yeah, I just listened to it.
I normally don't like when rappers make love songs, but I even like the fucking love songs. It was a good album.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I liked it. So that's where I stand. Production was. I wonder who he got to produce this. It was some really good production on that album.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it sounds good. It sounds good. And
you can totally put time into this.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
So, all right. So we both are kind of on the same side as far as the music.
Yeah.
So let's actually get into
the real shit.
All right. So, how do I want to approach this? So I'll tell you kind of how I felt about him kind of dropping the album. I can't really say that I'm a fan of it, just from the simple fact that now that I hear like what he's saying, so he's denying that what Meg said happened, basically saying that he didn't shoot her, but he still wants to be cool with her and he still wants to have a relationship with her.
Yeah,
so
that was very
I'm just
weird.
not understanding. Like, you've worked yourself into a space, like we just talked about, being independent. You're actually kind of controlling your own destiny now. This girl, according to you, is framing you, setting you up, trying to destroy you, but you still want to be cool with her.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. Just like people would looking at quote unquote inconsistencies in Meg's side, I'm listening to him, and I'm like, yo, that's not really making any sense either.
She laid it on that nigga.
So she may have the WAP.
Yeah,
she may in fact
she laid it on him. Let's just be real.
You know, so it's like it's weird, man. Somebody who's ruining your life, you typically don't want no parts of. So from that aspect of it, it's a little bit confusing. He has every right to say his piece. So like I said, I'm not. I know a lot of people are giving him heat about putting out the profiting off of his, Meg's trauma, which I think is valid, because if you allegedly still care about this girl and want to reconcile with her,
why you do that?
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
If he was like, fuck her, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna do my thing, it would still be a asshole move, but it would kind of make more sense.
Do you think he already had the album planned, but once this situation happened, he changed the whole album? Because I think that's what happened. I guarantee you he had the whole album and then he scraped it and made this.
That's possible.
That's my theory.
It's possible. I think, as independent, I'm sure the first thing he was trying to do was like, yo, let me put something out. Mm-hmm. And things happen. And no, I think that makes sense. Where do you stand as far as one last thing, and then I'll toss it to you.
Go ahead.
The whole, like, giving proceeds to Breonna Taylor's foundation. Just do it, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the things you do. You do it and you just don't talk about it.
Just
don't talk about it.
Like, just because now it's like all that. To me, it just sounds like you're trying to justify why you're doing it, which means you kind of know that it's
pandering.
It's fucked up. So you're trying to like buffer it in a way to where, well, hey, I'm giving this to Breonna Taylor's family and even like some of the songs he had, he was like, and it's funny too, because like a lot of people got on Meg saying like, hey, don't take this isolated incident and then turn it into the, black men don't protect black women. Yeah. But he kind of did the same thing where it's like this isolated incident turned into, oh, it's an assassination on the black man.
He made a whole damn song about it.
You feel what I'm saying? He had like the whole song. He had like a whole little, yeah, exactly. So it's like, they fear the independent black man. They fear, like, he went into that bag with it. It was like, okay, well, if that's where you're gonna take it, then now I gotta kind of look at it a little differently now, because now we go from you speaking your piece and what happened, which again I'm cool with, because again I do, regardless of how you feel about him, he does have a right to tell his side of the story.
Yep.
But you start trying to make yourself a victim in a way and turn it into something nasty, then to me, I start looking kind of funny, man. It starts looking funny to me. So, what's your take on the outside the music part of it?
I'm kind of tired of people trying to turn this situation into a different situation. People are trying to bring Chris Brown into it. That nigga Chris Brown was chilling in his fucking basement drawing shit, then going on Twitter and seeing his name mentioned with the same. And people trying to draw parallels to all these fucking situations, man. And the one that made me mad the most was the Breonna Taylor one. You got people sitting here comparing this to Breonna Taylor's murder, and it's so fucking stupid. Like, and it shows that half you niggas don't think for yourselves. Y'all probably read that shit on somebody's Twitter post, and y'all said, "Oh, that makes sense," and then retweeted it, and then commented like, "Oh yeah, you right. Bro, let me get two things clear. One, the only thing this has in common with Breonna Taylor is the fact that there was a black woman involved. That, and there was a bullet that hit someone, and nobody knows where it came from. Those are your two little similarities. Outside of that, this isn't the same. And I'm so sick of seeing that. I'm sick of people, because not only does it show me that, you ain't got a mind for yourself, but it also show me that you don't know shit about the Breonna Taylor situation, as is. Because no person in their right mind could know about that entire thing and say, honest to God, that sounds like the Tory Lanez situation.
Yeah. Just trying to reach to connect dots.
Yeah, you reaching.
Yeah.
You reaching and trying to connected to something that's on a whole different scale, and you know they not on. It's not the same. And then you got people like Rick Ross saying little dumb shit. Trying to promote his little fucking vodka and shit or champagne, whatever it is, and then trying to connect it to Breonna Taylor hopping on the bandwagon. Like it's just showing. I feel like it's just showing a lot of you niggas don't read.
Yeah, I think it's nasty. I think it's because I'm with you on the Ross thing. Like I saw his video and all I see is them fucking bottles in the front of the video with them tagged, and I'm just sitting here like,
you niggas is losers.
Like, come on, man. This is just something to me where it's like, and that's why I said what I said, man. Like when it goes to court, it goes to court. Meg said what she had to say on live. He said what he had to say through music. And again, you can critique how he went about doing it. He did it. He said, again, at least in certain areas, what didn't happen. But I'm just really confused about the idea that this woman is framing you, but you still want to be cool with her.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's really weird. Like I said, I'm only looking at this from Tory's side because I'm always gonna look at it from the man's side, because I feel like as a man, and even like the stuff he talked about being independent, like that whole little spiel. And in my brain, I'm like, all right, well, if you know that you're independent, if you know that that's what the black man, if that's what people fear, why is there a gun in your possession? Like, I always go back to like the events that happened before the shooting. In order for there to even have been a shooting, there had to have been a gun.
Right.
You have a gun, and
you got security.
You have security, and again, you've built all this up. In terms of, like we just talked about a few weeks ago, quarantine radio, you got the YouTube deal. Who has the most to lose here?
Yeah.
You have the most to lose, and fair or unfair, people talk about that shit all they want, and I see a lot of dudes be talking about that shit. But with men, like, you got to understand, you got to move smart. And there's a part before this even happens where he decides to go to California. And there's a decision that you make right then and there of how you operate. If you feel that you're in a space where you need to have protection, that's what security is for. Right. So now we look at the after effects, and we want to talk about what happens to the event in retrospect, or excuse me, not in retrospect, but as what's unfolded now. And to me, I always try to reverse engineer, like what happened before that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a man, to me, it's about Tory and his decision making and putting himself in a situation where, why is there even a gun involved?
Yeah,
and that's why I said I don't care about
that's the prime question.
I don't care about the other shit. Him flirting with another broad, that shit happens. I don't care about none of that shit. So like all that stuff he was talking about I was with Kylie and she was tripping and blah blah blah. That shit happens. It's whatever. That's especially rich people in Hollywood at a party.
Young rich people like that.
So that's just par for the course. I don't care about none of that. So it just really, to me, I look at it just in that respect. Not that I don't have any compassion for Meg in the situation and what she says that she experienced from her perspective.
Right, of course not.
I just look at it as, how did we get here? Before we got here, we were somewhere else where things were better and things didn't. So to me, it's just decision making, man. Like when you have a lot to lose, you have to just be careful with how you move. And for me with Tory, I really, again, we'll see what happens in court when people are under oath, and it's just really sad, man. It's just really sad, and people are chiming in about, like I said, this is a specific incident with rich rappers, and we got to stop doing this shit where we take, whether it be Cardi B and Offset situation or Tory Lanez and Meg situation, and start glossing that shit across the masses as a whole. Like, these are rich people, and they do shit that rich people do, and they don't speak for me. Offset doesn't represent me. Tory doesn't represent me. So this whole black man shit, like, I like their music. I don't identify with these niggas. I don't.
We don't know these niggas.
I don't
man.
carry guns where I can't carry guns.
Right.
I don't marry a girl if I still want to fuck around with people. Like I don't don't pin people in the same bracket, and that's what all this shit. That's all people been doing since this album came out. This is, and honestly, it's a full spectrum, bro. Like I have no dog in the fight. It's a bunch of niggas who make these videos too about these celebrities, and they try to identify them with like everyday people. And it's like it's a lot of women that say, "Yo, Cardi B don't speak for me, Meg don't speak for me." It's the same shit.
Yeah,
and I get it. We like this. It's entertainment, and this is like it's the space and it's the field. So it's like it's what we talking about. But like Meg's and Tory's situation, it's unfortunate, and
absolutely.
God, thank God no one died, and thank God no one was seriously hurt. But Tory Lanez does not speak for me. Tory
Yeah.
I don't condone. I don't represent nothing that nigga does, and I just need people to understand that and stop trying to make shit that happens with specific groups of people, celebrities, entertainers. It's always the same shit. It's like celebrities and entertainers, athletes. They take them because obviously they're in the most spotlight, but don't take that and gloss that over and take it and say black men.
Yeah, something else that I saw is that they said if you listen to the album, you don't support black women or some dumb shit. That's something else that's been floating around. And I'm just sitting here like,
listen, man.
Yo, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, that's what I mean, man. A lot of people keep trying to they keep trying to correlate shit with shit that isn't correlated.
I'm going to tell this to black men, black women, black people. If you really feel that you walk around in a space where your life is in danger all the time, get a gun.
Correct.
I don't know what else to tell you. Like if you don't feel protected, if you don't feel safe, like whether you're a black man, black woman,
no matter who you are.
Exactly. If you're an individual who really walks around this is not the same thing, but when LeBron made that post about how black people are hunted in America, I don't feel hunted, but if I'm in a space where I feel like I need to protect myself, I have a gun. Like
absolutely.
Like come on, man. Like this is the reality. The reality is a specific situation. We got to stop trying to connect dots and make them into other situations that are not the same.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of you are doing. A lot of you are trying to turn this situation into something that it's not.
We got to stop it.
And y'all need to start. A lot of people, a lot of you niggas, I know I keep saying it, but y'all need to start thinking on your own. Like I'm so sick of going on Twitter and seeing all you goofy ass niggas posting shit that don't make no sense. And I know you didn't think of it on your own.
Listen, man. I like some of their music. I probably wouldn't hang out with them if I knew them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
Well, I've been saying for years that Tory Lanez is lame.
He's a goofball.
He's lame. If you follow music, Tory Lanez is lame. Is what it is.
And the thing is, I think what happens is it's like celebrity idolization. They see these people and they feel like they know them, and they feel like I understand rooting for people and seeing their story, and that to me that is one of the good things and almost catch-22s about social media. You see somebody's come up from a certain point when they weren't where they at. Right. So you see their growth, but now when you see their growth, you feel like you grew with them, and you feel like somehow y'all are close and sisters.
Yeah, like you can call this nigga up.
Listen, Meg don't know half of y'all. Tory don't know half of y'all. If some shit happened to y'all, they wouldn't give a fuck about none of y'all, and that's just the reality of it.
That's facts.
So it's one thing to have a conversation about their specific situation as celebrities, but they don't know any of y'all. They don't speak for y'all. They don't speak for me. They damn sure don't speak for me. So,
but y'all speak for them.
Y'all be putting the capes on.
Y'all, boy, I swear to God,
y'all put the
y'all are some heroes out here
for niggas that don't care nothing about you, man.
And it's fucking sad to see,
so
man.
So just cut it out.
Yeah, man.
Cut it out. So
be your own person. Think for yourself. That's pretty much the gist of the shit.
Because if we could really get into it, we can make an argument about discernment. If you're a fan of Tory Lanez and you caping for him, you could really say, hey, well, you need to be more careful about who you have around you. And if you a fan of Meg, you can keep it a buck and say, yo, Meg, you got to understand the type of dudes you be around.
The type of dudes exactly.
If we really going to talk about it, it's to me, again, before we get to a certain point, there's the point where you meet people, get to know them. It's the same shit with like Cardi and Offset.
Yeah.
like to me, when I saw, regardless about the falling out, I'm like, do they know each other? Like I saw one day they were together, the next day they were married. Oh shit.
Yeah, they move pretty.
Shut up, Bixby. Mind your business. Fucking phone, man.
Yeah, they.
So
serious fast.
I didn't understand that. Of course you didn't, woman. Mind your business. but no, man. So all right. So I don't want to turn this into that podcast because I can go there. But
I don't want to kill you niggas. Well, maybe I do. I don't know.
We need to have a serious conversation about celebrity idolization, but it won't be today.
I think it's something that people don't talk about enough. To be honest, like these niggas don't care about you, bro. I had friends posting on Facebook when Tory Lanez came out, like, oh, well, if you listen to Tory Lanez album, fuck you, da-da-da. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like I saw this one girl like, oh, well, if you listen to Tory Lanez album, I hope you choke. Like, the fuck is you talking about?
Listen, man.
It just, go outside, fam.
Look.
Fucking goofy. Y'all,
look,
man,
man.
niggas, bro, y'all niggas is goofy, bro. I swear to
God.
So,
at the end of the day, like I said, there will be a court case. And whatever it is determined, if it is in fact determined that Tory Lanez is guilty, then he should be punished to the full extent of the law.
Right.
And
I agree with that.
If it turns out that he is in fact innocent and then it didn't happen, then he should be exonerated. He should be, obviously with certain perceptions about him, there's going to be people who just will refuse to acknowledge it. But again, whatever pans out, if he is in fact responsible, then I'm not sitting here. I don't have any dog in this fight. I really don't.
Nah, same here.
Because
same.
We do a podcast and we talk about shit, but I don't know these people like that, and
I ain't know nobody. So
I'm just really, and this isn't even really specifically about this. I just see like a culmination of things. Like I said, that's why I brought up the Cardi B and Offset thing. But I just see it with celebrities and things that happen, and like we've just become overly invested in people that we don't know care about you. We don't know you. They don't care about you. Like that's not even they don't care about you.
And then there's people who are doing better than you on top of that.
They don't care about you.
Like I don't get it.
They just have money, man. I don't want to say, but because they have issues, obviously, but they have.
I mean, yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is like, I feel like it's flawed. The main people who are talking are like flawed, are like deeply flawed people too. And maybe you're not deeply flawed. Let me take that back. Maybe you're not deeply flawed, but it's like, you're not perfect.
Listen, man.
That's the thing. Like nobody's perfect. Y'all keep sitting out here putting on these capes on for people like you're just fucking perfect. And you're not.
We've just reached a space, and this is really society as a whole. We've reached a space where there's not much room for nuanced conversations, things that aren't so black and white. And the thing is, man, like I don't even really entertain a lot of that shit anymore. Like if you do this, you must be that. If you do this, you must, you know, like if this is just an example, if I say, hey, Donald Trump did something good, it's like, oh, you must be a MAGA supporting motherfucker, blah blah blah, and it's like
that, and that's the type of society.
And that's where we at. So it's like that's and I just don't entertain shit like that. And it's like, unfortunately, now having independent thought comes with a price, and I'll pay the toll. So
absolutely, but that's our take on the controversy, and there's more controversies, but I think those were the biggest ones.
So so once again, Vin Diesel, Feel Like I Do.
Wait, I do
coming to an Abercrombie. Oh.
I got one question about the album.
What's up?
What was your favorite diss? Out of all the disses on the album, who was your favorite one?
I'm not gonna say favorite, but it was just funny because
the funniest one to you.
He said everyday struggle, fuck Maul.
Yeah,
and that was one. It threw me off because I'm like everyday struggle, so I'm thinking like he's gonna say something about act. Then he said fuck Maul.
He said fuck Maul.
That was funny.
And the J.R. Smith talking about
the J.R. Smith
talking about how J.R. Smith is an average ass player. Yeah. That was good too.
That was good. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, those are my top two.
So we don't normally promote other podcasts, but when they come back, I want to see what Maul.
Oh, that's gonna be lit.
I want to see what Maul say, because that shit is
everyday struggle. Fuck Maul. He didn't even try to rob it.
It don't matter. It was,
he just throw everything.
Yeah, you got the point across.
You know what's funny? I guarantee you he had a bar lined up and he was just like, nah, fuck all. Yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So
anyway, Vin Diesel.
Nah, just talking some shit.
You don't want to talk about Vin Diesel more?
Nah.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I mean that's where I'm at with it, man. That's what it is. And you know, what's crazy is I've seen there's a lot of women who, you know, they say, hey, you know, it's two sides to a story or three sides to a story.
I've been seeing I'm seeing a lot of women kind of switch their tone.
Well, not even that. It's just I think there's just more.
Or maybe they were quiet before.
Well, here's the thing, man. I don't want to say they switch their tone. I just think the voices that get put out in the forefront, we assume that, not we, me and you, but people may assume that's the only voices that are out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women who think critically.
Absolutely.
And they, you know, and there's a lot of people who just simply don't say shit. They don't say things online because, again, they know who they're talking to. They're talking to people, a lot of people who don't have that same type of independent thought. They just see some shit they don't like and read, and then they go off and, you know what I mean? So, we can move on to some of these singles.